The village is already asleep. The darkness is complete now. Not the darkness of early evening, when shadows still hold the memory of daylight, but the deep darkness that comes after midnight, when the world has fully settled into rest. The village square lies empty and still. The stones underfoot are cool and smooth, worn down by centuries of footsteps. During the day, these stones hold warmth, but now, in the deepest part of night, they have released that warmth back into the air. They rest, cool and still. The square is empty. There is no wind tonight. The air is perfectly calm. Sometimes, on other nights, there might be a breeze moving through the narrow streets, carrying the scent of wood smoke, or hay, or rain. But tonight, the air is so still, it feels like the village is holding its breath, not in anticipation, not waiting for anything, just still. The fountain in the center of the square is quiet. During the day, water flows from it, and people come with buckets and jars. Children splash their hands in it, but now, the water is completely motionless. The surface is like dark glass, reflecting nothing. Because there is no moon tonight, just darkness and the fountain and the stillness. Around the square, the buildings stand in their familiar places. The baker's shop, with its wooden door and small window, the blacksmith's workshop, with its heavy door closed and latched, the weaver's house with shutters drawn, all of them dark, all of them quiet. Everyone inside is sleeping. The sleep hangs in the air. It has a weight to it, a heaviness that is not unpleasant. It is the weight of rest, of bodies lying still in beds, of breathing slowed and deepened, of minds drifting through dreams, or through the gentle emptiness between dreams. There are no sounds. Sometimes, in the very deep night, an owl might call from the forest beyond the fields, or a dog might shift in its sleep behind a fence. But tonight, there is only silence, the kind of silence that feels soft, like a blanket, the kind of silence that asks nothing. The cobblestones of the square give way to packed earth at the edges, where the streets begin. These streets are narrow, just wide enough for a cart to pass through, with buildings close on either side. In daylight, they are familiar and ordinary. But in this darkness, they are even more familiar somehow, simpler, quieter. Footsteps on these streets would make almost no sound on the packed earth. Perhaps the faintest whisper. Perhaps nothing at all. But there is no walking now, no movement, only stillness. The stillness settles over everything. It rests on rooftops like a cloak. It fills the air between buildings. The stillness is not empty, it is full. Full of rest, full of quiet, full of the soft presence of sleeping things. The houses around the square are made of stone and wood and plaster. Their walls are thick. Inside, in the darkness, families are sleeping. In small beds under woolen blankets, they lie curled on their sides or stretched out on their backs, breathing slowly, their faces relaxed, their hands still. In one house, a child sleeps with one arm flung over the edge of the bed. The arm hangs there, completely relaxed, fingers slightly curled. The child's breathing is so soft and steady that it barely moves the blanket. In the same house, in another room, the child's parents sleep side by side, their breathing falling into rhythm with each other. without either of them knowing it. In another house, an old woman sleeps alone, her white hair spread across the pillow, her hands folded on her chest. She is dreaming of something she will not remember in the morning, something gentle and far away. In another house, a young couple sleeps with their baby between them. The baby is so small, so new to the world, that sleep is still the place where most of life happens. The parents have placed the baby carefully between them, and they sleep lightly, aware even in sleep of the small, warm presence, ready to wake if needed. But tonight, the baby sleeps soundly, and so do they. All through the village, in every house, people are sleeping. The village is not large. From one end to the other would take only a few minutes, even walking slowly. There are perhaps 30 houses, perhaps 40. Some are larger, some smaller. Some have gardens, some have small workshops attached. But all of them, tonight, are dark and quiet. Above the village, the sky is dark too. There are no stars visible tonight. Perhaps there are clouds, high and thin, covering the stars. Or perhaps the darkness is simply too complete to see them. It does not matter. The darkness is the same either way. Soft and deep and restful. The air is cool, but not cold. It is the kind of coolness that is pleasant, that feels clean and gentle. The kind of coolness that makes sleep deeper, makes blankets feel softer, makes rest more complete. There is nothing that needs to happen. There is nowhere to go. The village square sits empty in the deepest part of the night, and the village is asleep all around it. Everything is still. Everything is quiet. Everything is exactly as it should be. The stones are cool and smooth. The air is perfectly calm. The darkness is complete. And the village sleeps. The village has been asleep for hours now. The deepest part of night has settled in completely. This is the time when sleep is heaviest, when dreams are furthest from waking, when the body rests most fully. This is the time between midnight and dawn, when the world is at its quietest. In the houses around the square, and in the houses down the narrow streets, and in the houses at the edge of the village where the fields begin, everyone is sleeping. Deep sleep. The kind of sleep where the body becomes heavy, where breathing slows until it is barely noticeable, where even dreams fade into soft darkness. The baker is asleep in his bed above the shop. His hands, which spend all day kneading dough and shaping loaves, lie still on the blanket. His fingers are relaxed, slightly curved, as if they remember the shape of bread, even in sleep. He will wake before dawn, as he always does, to light the ovens and begin the day's work. But that time is still hours away. For now, he sleeps deeply, his breathing slow and even. Beside him, his wife sleeps too. She lies on her side, facing the window, though the shutters are closed and there is nothing to see but darkness. Her breathing matches his, rising and falling in the same steady rhythm. They have slept beside each other for so many years that their bodies know each other's rhythms without thinking. Down the street, in the blacksmith's house, the blacksmith sleeps with his back to the wall. He is a large man, and he takes up most of the bed. His arms are thick from years of swinging the hammer, lifting the iron, working the forge. But now those arms lie still and heavy on the blanket. His face, which often looks stern during the day, is soft in sleep, peaceful. His workshop sits dark and silent next to the house. The forge is cold now. During the day, it glows red and orange, and the heat from it fills the workshop, and the sound of hammer on anvil rings out across the square. But now, there is no heat, no sound, no light. Just the dark shape of the anvil, and the tools hanging on the wall, and the stillness. In the weaver's house, the weaver sleeps in a small room at the back. The loom sits in the front room, a large wooden frame with threads stretched across it, waiting for morning. The weaver is an older woman, thin and quiet. During the day, her hands move constantly across the loom, passing the shuttle back and forth, creating patterns in cloth. But now her hands are still, folded together under her cheek as she sleeps on her side. She dreams sometimes of patterns, of colors woven together, of threads crossing and recrossing. But tonight, she dreams of nothing, just darkness and rest, and the slow rhythm of breathing. The houses are all dark. Some of the houses have small gardens behind them. In the darkness, the gardens are just shapes. The outline of a fence, the bulk of a shed, the softer shapes of plants growing in rows, beans climbing up poles, cabbages low to the ground, herbs spreading in small beds near the door. In the daylight, people tend these gardens. They pull weeds and water the plants and harvest what is ready. But now, in the deep night, the gardens simply exist. The plants grow so slowly that no one could ever see it happening. But they grow nonetheless, tiny bit by tiny bit. Cells dividing, roots reach deeper into the soil, leaves unfurling. Everything grows in the darkness. Everything rests. Behind one house, a dog sleeps in a small shelter built against the wall. The dog is curled in a tight circle, nose tucked under its tail. Its breathing is quick and light, the way dogs breathe. Every so often, its paws twitch slightly, as if it is running in a dream, chasing something perhaps, or simply running for the joy of it. But the twitching is gentle, barely noticeable, and then it stops and the dog is still again. In another garden, 3 chickens roost in a small wooden coop. They sit on a pole inside, side by side, their feathers fluffed up against the coolness of the night. Their heads are tucked back into their wings. They are so still, they look like round balls of feathers, not like birds at all. They make no sound. The village is full of small sleeping things. A cat sleeps on a windowsill inside a house, curled into an impossibly small shape. A mouse sleeps in a nest of grass and cloth scraps in the wall of a barn. A spider rests in the center of its web, strung between 2 beams in a shed. All of them still. All of them are breathing. All of them alive and resting in the darkness. The streets between the houses are completely empty. No one walks through the village at this hour. There is no reason to. Everyone is where they should be, in their beds, in their homes, safe and warm and sleeping. The packed earth of the streets is cool and dry. During the day, feet walk over it, cartwheels roll over it, children run over it. But now, it is untouched, smooth and still. If there were light enough to see, there would be marks from the day. The impression of a wheel, the scuff of a boot. But in this darkness, there is nothing to see. Only the feeling of emptiness, of space, of quiet. At the edge of the village, where the last houses stand before the fields begin, the darkness is even deeper. There are no more buildings to break it up. Just the open space of the fields, stretching out into the night. The fields are planted with wheat and barley. The grain is not yet ready for harvest. It stands in long rows, the stalks swaying slightly, even when there is no wind, as if they are breathing too. But tonight, even that slight movement is absent. The grain stands perfectly still. The leaves do not rustle. The stalks do not bend. Everything is motionless. Above it all, the sky continues its quiet darkness. No moon, no stars, just the deep black of a clouded night. The kind of darkness that feels like a presence, not threatening, not cold, just there. Surrounding everything, holding everything in its soft, dark hands. The village sleeps beneath the sky, the houses sleep, the people sleep, the animals sleep. Even the plants seem to sleep in their own way, growing so slowly, so quietly, that it's almost like stillness. There is no sound anywhere, not the creak of a door, not the scrape of a shutter, not the crack of a branch, not the call of a bird, nothing. Just silence. The kind of silence that is so complete, it almost has a sound of its own, a soft ringing in the ears, a gentle pressure. But even that fades after a while, until there's only the awareness of quiet, of rest, of sleep. The village is fully asleep now. Every person, every creature, every growing thing, all of it resting, all of it still, all of it breathing slowly in the darkness. And the night continues, deep and settled, with no hurry to end, no rush toward morning. Just this moment, this stillness, this sleep. The stones in the square are cool. The water in the fountain is still. The air is calm, and everything sleeps. The village remains asleep. Time moves differently in the deep night. It does not rush forward the way it does during the day, when there are tasks to complete, and bread to bake, and fields to tend. In the deep night, time simply exists. It passes, slowly, gently, like water flowing so smoothly that it seems not to move at all. The darkness continues, the same soft, complete darkness that has held the village for hours now. There is a comfort in this darkness. It is familiar, it is expected. It asks nothing and offers everything. Rest, quiet, peace. In the village square, the fountain sits as it has been sitting. The water is still motionless. The stone basin that holds the water is old, worn smooth by years of hands dipping buckets into it, years of rain falling into it, years of existing. The stone is cool to the touch, though there is no one to touch it now. It simply is, cool and smooth and still. Around the fountain, the cobblestones spread out in all directions. They fit together like a puzzle, each stone shaped slightly differently, each one placed carefully by hands that have been gone for generations. The stones know the weight of footsteps. They know the sound of cartwheels. They know the pattern of rain and the heat of summer sun. But now, they know only the stillness of night. From the square, the streets branch out like the spokes of a wheel. Each street leads somewhere, to more houses, to the edge of the village, to the fields beyond. But in the darkness, the streets lead only to more darkness, more quiet, more sleep. Down one of these streets, past 3 houses on the left and 2 on the right, there is a well. It is smaller than the fountain in the square, just a simple circle of stones built up from the ground, with a wooden cover laid across the top. During the day, people come to this well. It is closer to their houses than the fountain. More convenient. They lower the bucket down into the darkness and pull it up again, heavy with cold water from deep in the earth. But now, the well is covered and still. The bucket hangs on a hook beside it, empty and waiting. The rope is coiled neatly. Everything is in its place. Everything is as it should be. The well is deep, far down below, past the stones, past the roots of trees, past the layers of earth and clay and rock. The water sits in darkness, cold and clear and still. It does not know about day or night. It simply exists, far below the sleeping village, waiting. Near the well, there is a house with a blue door. In the daylight, the door is a soft, faded blue, like the sky on a hazy day. But in the darkness, it is just a door, a shape, a rectangle of wood with a metal latch. The door is closed, latched from the inside. Behind this door, a family sleeps, a mother and father and 3 children. The children sleep in one room, in 2 beds, pushed close together. The oldest child, a girl of perhaps 10 years, sleeps in one bed with her younger sister. They lie back to back, their spines touching, sharing warmth. The youngest child, a boy of perhaps 5, sleeps alone in the other bed. He is sprawled out, taking up the entire space, one leg hanging over the edge, arms flung wide. In the other room, the parents sleep in their bed. The father snores softly, not loudly, not enough to wake anyone, just a gentle rumbling sound with each breath out. His wife is used to this sound. She does not hear it anymore. It is just part of the night, like the darkness, like the quiet. The house around them is small but sturdy. The walls are thick plaster over stone. The roof is thatch, thick and well made, keeping out the rain and the wind. In one corner of the main room, there is a hearth. During the day, a fire burns there. The mother cooks over it. The family gathers around it. But now, the hearth is cold. The ashes from the evening fire have gone grey and lifeless. No warmth remains, no glow. Everything in the house is still. The table where they eat, the bench where they sit, the shelves holding wooden bowls and clay jars, the broom leaning in the corner, all of it waiting for morning, all of it resting in the darkness. Outside the house with the blue door, the street continues on. It curves slightly, following the natural shape of the land. More houses line it, some with gardens, some without, all of them dark, all of them quiet. One house has a wooden gate that hangs slightly crooked. During the day, it scrapes against the ground when someone opens it. The sound is familiar to everyone who lives nearby. But now, the gate is closed, and there is no sound, no scraping, no creaking, just stillness. Behind this gate, there is a small yard, a patch of bare earth packed hard by footsteps, a pile of firewood stacked against the wall of the house, a rain barrel, half full of water, sitting beneath a downspout. The water in the barrel is still and dark, like the water in the fountain, like the water in the well. All the water in the village is still tonight. In this house, an old man sleeps alone. His wife died 2 winters ago. His children have grown and moved to other villages, other towns. He lives quietly, tending his small garden, mending things that need mending, sitting in the sun when it is warm. At night, he sleeps in the same bed he shared with his wife for 40 years. He sleeps on his side of it, as he always has, leaving her side empty, as if she might return. He dreams sometimes of when he was young, of his children when they were small, of his wife's face. But tonight, he does not dream. He simply sleeps, breathing slowly, his old body heavy with rest. The street continues past his house, past 2 more houses, and then it opens out slightly. There is a space here, not quite a square, but wider than the street, a place where several streets meet. In the center of this space, there is a large tree. The tree is old, older than anyone in the village, older than the oldest house. Its trunk is thick and gnarled, and its branches spread wide overhead. In spring, it fills with green leaves. In summer, it provides shade. In autumn, the leaves turn yellow and fall. In winter, the branches stand bare and black against the sky. Now, in the deep night, the tree is simply there. A presence, a shape darker than the surrounding darkness. Its leaves, full and heavy with summer, hang motionless, not even the slightest movement, not even the smallest rustle. Beneath the tree, the ground is bare earth. Roots from the tree push up here and there, breaking through the surface. During the day, children play around this tree. They chase each other around its trunk. They climb on the roots. They sit in its shade and talk. But now, there are no children, no voices, no laughter. Just the tree, standing as it has stood for longer than anyone can remember, silent and still. Beyond the tree, one of the streets leads toward the fields. The houses become fewer here, more spread out. There is more space between them. Small barns appear, sheds for storing tools, fences marking out larger gardens, larger yards. The village is beginning to fade into the countryside. The line between village and field is not sharp. It is gradual, a slow transition from buildings to open land, from packed earth streets to dirt paths, from the sounds of people during the day to the sounds of the fields. Though now, in the deep night, there is no sound anywhere. In one of the last houses before the fields, a young woman sleeps. She is 16, perhaps 17. She sleeps in a small room at the back of her parents' house. The room has one small window, shuttered closed. A bed, a chest for her clothes, a shelf holding a few small things. A smooth stone from the river, a bird's feather, a wooden comb. She sleeps on her side, her dark hair spread across the pillow. Her breathing is soft and even. She will marry in the autumn. There is a young man in the next village who has asked for her, and she has agreed, and their families have agreed. But that is months away still. For now, she sleeps in her childhood room, in her parents' house, in the deep quiet of night. Her parents sleep in the room at the front of the house. Her father is a farmer. His hands are rough from work. His face is lined from sun and wind. But in sleep, those lines soften. His hands lie still on the blanket. Her mother sleeps beside him, her body turned toward him, even in sleep. The house is small and simple. One main room with a hearth, 2 smaller rooms for sleeping, a loft above where they store grain and apples and other things. The walls are whitewashed plaster. The floor is packed earth, swept clean. Everything is in its place. Everything is still. Everything sleeps. and the night continues, soft and dark and endless, wrapping the village in quiet, holding it gently, letting it rest. The fountain in the square is still. The well is covered. The tree stands silent. And all through the village, in every house, in every bed, people sleep deeply, breathing slowly, lost in rest. The fields begin where the village ends. There is no wall, no fence, no clear line marking the boundary. The houses simply become fewer, and then there are no more houses, and then there are only fields. Open land stretching out into the darkness. Planted rows of grain, patches of vegetables, meadows where sheep graze during the day. But now, in the deep night, the fields are empty of people, empty of animals, just the plants, growing slowly in the darkness, and the earth beneath them, cool and damp with dew. The wheat stands in long, straight rows. Each stalk is the same height as its neighbors, reaching up toward the invisible sky. The heads of grain hang heavy, not quite ready for harvest, but close. In a few weeks, the farmers will come with their scythes and cut the wheat down, bundle it, and carry it away. But for now, it stands, swaying gently even when there is no wind, as if breathing. Though tonight, even that gentle swaying is absent. The wheat stands perfectly still. The stalks do not bend. The heads of grain do not nod. Everything is motionless, held in the deep stillness of night. Between the rows of wheat, the earth is dark and soft. During the planting, the farmers walked these spaces, scattering seed, covering it with soil. During the growing, they walked here too, checking the plants, pulling the occasional weed. Their footsteps have worn faint paths between the rows. But now, no one walks here. The paths are empty and quiet. Beyond the wheat field, there is a field of barley. It looks similar to the wheat, but not quite the same. The heads of grain are different. The color, in daylight, is slightly different. But in the darkness, it is all the same. Just shapes. Just the sense of growing things, standing together, filling the space. And beyond the barley, there is a field lying fallow. This field was planted last year and the year before, but this year it rests. The earth needs time to recover, to regain what was taken from it by the growing plants. So now it grows only grass and wildflowers and whatever seeds the wind has brought. Next year, it will be planted again. But this year, it rests. The grass in the fallow field is soft and thick. During the day, it is green and lush. Insects move through it. Birds land in it, searching for seeds. But now, it is simply there, dark and still. The blades of grass standing close together, like the hairs on an animal's back. At the edge of the fallow field, there is a low stone wall. It is old, built long ago to mark the boundary between one farmer's land and another's. Some of the stones have shifted over the years. Some have fallen, but most of it still stands, knee-high, running in a wandering line across the land. The stones of the wall are cool and rough. Moss grows on some of them, soft and damp. During the day, lizards sun themselves on these stones. At night, they hide in the crevices between the stones, sleeping in their own way, their small bodies tucked into the darkness. On the other side of the wall, there is a meadow. This land belongs to no one in particular. It is common land where anyone from the village can bring their animals to graze. During the day, sheep dot the meadow, moving slowly, heads down, eating the grass. A shepherd watches them, sitting in the shade of the one tree that grows at the edge of the meadow. But now, the sheep are not here. At dusk, the shepherd brought them back to the pen near his house, counted them, and made sure they were all safe. Now they sleep in the pen, huddled together, their thick wool keeping them warm even in the cool night air. The meadow lies empty, just grass and wildflowers growing among the grass, clover and buttercups and daisies. In the daylight, they are bright spots of color, white and yellow and purple. But in the darkness, they are nothing, just shapes among other shapes, just part of the quiet emptiness. The one tree in the meadow stands alone. It is not as old as the tree in the village, the one where the streets meet, but it is still a good size, tall enough to provide shade, strong enough to lean against. The shepherd sits beneath it during the hot part of the day, his back against the trunk, watching the sheep. Now, the tree stands empty and silent, its branches spread wide, though there is no light to see them by. Its leaves hang still. Birds nest in this tree during the day, flying in and out, bringing food to their young. But now, the birds are asleep too, tucked into the nests, heads under wings, small, warm bodies completely still. Past the meadow, the land begins to slope gently upward. A low hill, not steep, just a gradual rise. At the top of this hill, there is another wall, taller than the first. This wall is newer, better maintained. It marks the edge of the land that belongs to the manor house. The manor house sits on the other side of this wall, at the top of the hill. It is the largest building for miles around, larger than any house in the village, larger than the church. It has 2 stories, and many rooms and windows with glass in them, which is rare. During the day, smoke rises from its chimneys. Servants move in and out. Horses stand in the stable yard. But now, the manor house is dark and quiet, just like everything else. The lord and lady who live there are asleep in their large bed, in their large room, under thick blankets. The servants are asleep too, in their smaller rooms, in their smaller beds. Everyone sleeps, regardless of station. Sleep makes everyone equal. The windows of the manor house are all shuttered. No light shows from any of them. The building is just a large, dark shape against the dark sky, solid and still. In the stable behind the manor house, 4 horses stand in their stalls. They are not lying down. Horses often sleep standing up, their legs locked in place, their heads hanging low. Their eyes are closed. Their breathing is slow and deep. Every so often, one of them shifts its weight from one leg to another. The straw on the floor of the stall rustles softly. Then stillness again. The stable smells of hay and horses and leather. The smell is strong, but not unpleasant. It is the smell of animal warmth, of living things. The horses are well cared for, fed well, brushed daily. Their coats are smooth and glossy. But now, they simply stand and sleep, their large bodies warm in the cool night, their tails hanging motionless, their ears relaxed and still. Beyond the manor house, beyond the hill, the land continues. More fields, more meadows. another village several miles away, and beyond that, more villages, more fields, spreading out across the countryside, all of it dark, all of it sleeping. But here, in this place, there is only this village, these fields, this meadow, this hill. This is the world for now, small and contained and complete. Back down the hill, back past the meadow, back past the stone wall, the fields spread out again. A field of cabbages growing in neat rows. A field of beans climbing up tall poles stuck into the ground. A small orchard with apple trees standing in orderly lines. The apple trees are old, their trunks are thick and twisted. Their branches are gnarled. In spring, they fill with white and pink blossoms. The scent is sweet and strong, filling the air. Bees come to the blossoms, buzzing from flower to flower. In summer, small green apples begin to form. By autumn, they will be red and ripe and ready to pick. But now, in the deep summer night, the apples are still small and hard. They hang from the branches, dozens on each tree, growing slowly in the darkness. The trees stand silent, their leaves hanging still, their branches unmoving. Beneath the trees, the grass grows long. No one cuts it. It is easier to let it grow, to walk through it when the apples need picking. Small things live in this grass, mice and voles, making their nests, raising their young. Beetles and spiders and ants, all of them going about their small lives, unseen and unnoticed. But now, even these small creatures are mostly still. The mice sleep in their nests, tiny balls of fur, breathing so fast it is like trembling. The beetles hide under leaves. The spiders rest in the centers of their webs. Everything is still. The fields rest, the meadow rests, the hill rests, the manor house rests, the village behind it, all rests. The earth itself seems to rest, holding everything gently, supporting it all without effort, without thought. The darkness continues, unchanging. The silence continues, unbroken. And the night moves forward, so slowly it seems not to move at all. Time passing like the growth of plants, invisible, impossible to see, but happening nonetheless. The wheat stands in its rows. The apples hang on their branches. The horses sleep in their stalls. And all of it breathes slowly, quietly, in the deep, peaceful darkness of the night. Everything as it should be. Everything in its place. Everything is resting. The night continues, deep and settled. Time has passed, though it is impossible to say how much. An hour, perhaps more. In the deep night, time does not announce itself. There are no bells ringing, no roosters crowing, no sun moving across the sky. There is only the darkness and the stillness and the sense that the night will go on forever. Though, of course, it will not. But for now, it feels endless. And that is a comfort. The village remains as it has been. Dark, quiet, sleeping. Nothing has changed. Nothing needs to change. Everything is exactly as it should be. The square sits empty, just as it was before. The fountain in the center, the water still motionless. The cobblestones spreading out in all directions. The buildings standing around the edges, dark and silent. If someone were to walk through the square now, Their footsteps would echo slightly off the buildings, a soft, hollow sound. But there is no one to walk, no one to make any sound at all. Just the emptiness, just the quiet. The baker's shop is still dark. Inside, above the shop, the baker and his wife still sleep in their bed. They have not moved. Their breathing continues, slow and steady, the same as it was hours ago. The baker's hands still lie on the blanket, relaxed and still. His wife still faces the shuttered window. Everything is the same. In the shop below, the ovens are cold. The long wooden table where the baker kneads the dough is empty. The shelves where the bread sits during the day are empty too. Everything is waiting for morning. But morning is still far away. The air in the shop is cool and still. It smells faintly of flour and yeast, even though no baking has happened for hours. The smell has settled into the walls, into the wooden table, into the very air itself. It is the smell of bread, of work, of the daily rhythm of life. But now everything is paused. Everything is resting. Next door, the blacksmith's workshop is equally dark and silent. The forge is cold, the coals grey and lifeless. The anvil sits in its place, solid and unmovable. The tools hang on the wall, hammers and tongs and files, all of them clean and in order. The blacksmith is careful with his tools. He cleans them at the end of each day. He puts them away properly. He respects them because they are how he makes his living. But now, the tools simply hang, dark shapes against the wall, waiting for the hands that will use them again when daylight comes. Upstairs, the blacksmith continues to sleep. He has turned slightly in his bed, onto his back now, one arm flung out to the side. His breathing is deep and rumbling like distant thunder, but it is not a threatening sound. It is just the sound of a large man sleeping, deeply, peaceful, at rest. Down the street from the blacksmith, the house with the blue door stands quiet. The family inside still sleeps, the children in their 2 beds, the parents in theirs. The father still snores softly with each breath. The mother still does not hear it, so accustomed is she to the sound. The youngest child has moved slightly in his sleep. His leg no longer hangs over the edge of the bed. Now he is curled on his side, knees drawn up, hands tucked under his cheek. Children move in their sleep. They shift and turn, restless even in rest. But it is a gentle restlessness, nothing that wakes them, nothing that disturbs the deep peace of sleep. The 2 girls in the other bed have shifted too. They no longer lie back to back. Now they face each other, though their eyes are closed, though they are deeply asleep. The older girl has one arm draped over her younger sister, protective even in sleep. The younger girl breathes softly, her face relaxed and peaceful. The house around them holds them safely. The thick walls keep out the cool night air. The thatched roof keeps out any rain that might fall, though tonight there is no rain. The door is latched securely. Everything is safe. Everything is protected. Everyone inside can sleep without worry, without fear. In the main room of the house, the hearth remains cold. The table stands empty. The bench sits against the wall. The broom leans in its corner. Everything waits for morning, when the house will come alive again, when the mother will build up the fire, when the family will gather for their morning meal, when the children will run outside to play. but that is hours away still. For now, there is only stillness, only darkness, only sleep. Further down the street, past the crooked gate, the old man continues to sleep in his house. He has not moved. He still lies on his side of the bed, leaving the other side empty. His breathing is slow and slightly wheezy, the breathing of an old body that has worked hard for many years. He is warm enough under his blanket, comfortable enough. His old bones do not ache too much tonight. Some nights they do, and sleep is harder to find. But tonight, sleep has come easily, and it holds him gently. The house around him is very quiet. There are no other sounds, no wife breathing beside him, no children moving in other rooms, just him, alone, and the silence. But it is not a lonely silence. It is simply the silence of night, the silence of rest. Outside, the street continues its gentle curve, past more houses, past the place where the streets meet, where the old tree stands. The tree is still there, of course, silent and unmoving. Its leaves hang motionless, its branches spread wide overhead, though there is no light to cast shadows, no reason for shade. The bare earth beneath the tree is cool and smooth. During the day, it is packed hard from many feet walking over it, from children playing, from people gathering. But now, it is simply there, untouched, quiet. The well sits nearby, covered and still. The bucket hangs on its hook. The rope is coiled. The water far below waits in its deep darkness, cold and clear and still. A few houses away, the young woman who will marry in the autumn continues to sleep in her small room. She has turned in her sleep. Now she lies on her back, her hair spread across the pillow like a dark fan. Her hands rest on her stomach, one on top of the other. Her breathing is soft and even. She dreams not of her wedding, or her future husband, or her new life. She dreams of something simpler, of walking through a field of flowers, of the sun warm on her face, of the smell of grass and earth. It is a peaceful dream, gentle and easy. It will fade when she wakes. She will not remember it. But for now, it drifts through her sleeping mind like a soft breeze. In the next room, her parents sleep undisturbed. Her father, the farmer, lies on his back, his rough hands folded on his chest. His face is peaceful. The lines and creases that mark his face during the day have softened in sleep. He looks younger somehow, gentler. Her mother sleeps beside him, turned toward him, her breathing matching his. They have slept beside each other for 20 years. Their bodies know each other's rhythms. Their breathing falls into sync without either of them trying, without either of them even knowing. Outside their house, the village begins to fade into the fields again. The houses become fewer. The spaces between them grow larger. The packed earth streets become dirt paths. The sounds of the village during the day give way to the sounds of the countryside. But now, there are no sounds anywhere. Not from the village, not from the fields. Just silence, deep and complete. The fields stretch out into the darkness, the wheat standing in its rows, the barley beside it, the fallow field with its thick grass and wildflowers. All of it still, all of it quiet. The stone wall at the edge of the fallow field is still there, low and wandering, marking the boundary. The moss on the stones is damp with dew now. The lizards hidden in the crevices sleep on, undisturbed. Beyond the wall, the meadow spreads out, empty of sheep, empty of shepherd. Just grass and wildflowers growing quietly in the darkness. The lone tree at the edge of the meadow stands silent, its branches motionless, the birds in its branches sleeping deeply. Everything is as it was. Everything remains the same. The night holds it all gently, without hurry, without urgency. Just this, just now, just the deep, peaceful stillness of the hours after midnight. The village sleeps, the fields rest, the night continues, and nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. Everything is exactly as it should be. The fountain is still, the well is covered, the tree stands silent, and all through the village, in every house, in every bed, people sleep deeply, breathing slowly, wrapped in darkness, wrapped in quiet, wrapped in rest. The night is at its quietest now. There is a particular quality to this hour, a depth that was not there before, a softness that makes everything feel distant and gentle. This is the time when the world is furthest from waking, when sleep has settled so completely that nothing disturbs it. The village rests in this deepest quiet. In the houses, the sleepers have stopped moving. Earlier in the night, they shifted occasionally, turned from one side to the other, adjusted their blankets. But now, they lie perfectly still. Their bodies have found the positions they will hold until morning. Their breathing has slowed even further, deep and steady and unchanging. The baker sleeps without moving. His wife beside him sleeps without moving. The blacksmith in his bed sleeps without moving. All through the village, in every house, people lie still and heavy with rest. The children in the house with the blue door have stopped shifting in their beds. The youngest child lies curled on his side, hands tucked under his cheek, breathing softly. The two girls sleep facing each other, the older one's arms still draped protectively over her sister. They will not move again until morning light begins to creep through the shutters. The old man in his house lies on his side, breathing slowly, his old body at rest. The young woman in her room lies on her back, hands folded on her stomach, dreaming her gentle dreams. Her parents in the next room sleep side by side, their breathing perfectly matched. Everything is still. Everything is quiet. Everything is at peace. Outside, the village is equally motionless. The streets lie empty and undisturbed. The square sits in its same deep stillness. The fountain, the well, the tree, all of them unchanged, all of them silent. The fields beyond the village have settled into an even deeper quiet. The wheat stands in its rows, not moving at all. The barley beside it stands equally still. Even the faint sense of swaying, of gentle movement, has stopped completely. Everything is held perfectly motionless. The meadow lies empty and dark, the grass, the wildflowers, the lone tree, all of them still. The birds in the tree sleep on, tucked into their nests, heads under wings, small bodies warm and quiet. On the hill, the manor house sits in darkness. The horses in the stable have stopped shifting their weight. They stand perfectly still now, locked in their stand in sleep, heads hanging low, breathing slowly and deeply. The night air itself seems to have stopped moving. There is no breeze, no current, just the cool, still presence of air that has settled completely. Air that asks nothing, air that simply exists, filling the spaces, surrounding everything with a gentle quiet. This is the stillest point, the quietest hour, the deepest part of the night. And the village rests in it, held safely, held gently, breathing slowly in the darkness. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing will happen. Not for hours yet. There is only this stillness, this quiet, this deep, peaceful rest that holds everything in its soft embrace. The fountain is still, the well is covered, the fields stretch out into darkness, the houses stand silent, and all through the village, all through the fields, all through the night, everything sleeps on, everything rests, everything is exactly as it should be, quiet and still and peaceful, safe in the deep heart of the night. The night continues, soft and endless. Time moves forward, though it is impossible to feel it passing. The darkness remains the same. The stillness remains the same. Everything continues as it has been, wrapped in the deep quiet of the hours after midnight. The village sleeps on. In the houses, the sleepers rest undisturbed, their breathing slow and steady, their bodies still and heavy with sleep. They are far from waking now, far from the world of daylight and movement and sound. They exist only in this place of rest, this place of gentle darkness, this place of peace. The baker sleeps in his bed above the shop. His hands lie relaxed on the blanket. His breathing rises and falls in the same steady rhythm it has held for hours. Beside him, his wife sleeps equally deeply, her face turned toward the shuttered window, peaceful and still. The blacksmith sleeps on his back, his large body taking up most of the bed. His breathing is deep and rumbling but gentle, not a snore that would wake anyone, just the sound of deep, restful sleep. The weaver sleeps in her small room, hands folded under her cheek. The old man sleeps on his side of the bed, breathing slowly with his old, tired lungs. The young woman sleeps with her hair spread across the pillow, dreaming her gentle dreams of flowers and sunlight. The family with 3 children sleeps on. The children in their 2 beds, the parents in theirs. All of them still. All of them breathing. All of them resting deeply. All through the village, in every house, in every bed, people sleep. And the night holds them gently, keeps them safely, lets them rest without worry, without fear, without anything to disturb their peace. The streets outside remain empty and quiet. The square sits in its same stillness. The fountain in the center, water motionless as glass. The cobblestones cool and smooth beneath the darkness. The buildings standing around the edges, dark and silent, watching over the empty space. The well down the street sits covered, the bucket hanging on its hook, the rope coiled neatly, everything in its place, everything as it should be. The tree where the streets meet stands in the darkness, branches spread wide, leaves hanging still. The bare earth beneath it is untouched and quiet. No footsteps, no voices, no sound at all. Beyond the village, the fields stretch out into the darkness, the wheat in its rows, the barley beside it, the fallow field with its thick grass and wild flowers, all of it still, all of it quiet, all of it resting in the deep night. The stone wall at the edge of the fallow field sits as it has sat for generations, low and wandering, moss-covered and damp with dew. The lizards hidden in the crevices sleep on, small and still and safe. The meadow beyond the wall lies empty under the dark sky. The grass grows quietly. The wildflowers exist in their invisible colors. The lone tree at the edge stands silent, holding the sleeping birds in its branches. On the hill, the manor house sits in its same darkness. The lord and lady sleep in their large bed. The servants sleep in their smaller beds. The horses stand in their stalls, heads low, eyes closed, breathing slowly. Everything rests. Everything is still. The night air is cool and gentle. It touches everything softly. The buildings, the fields, the sleeping bodies in the beds. It asks nothing. It simply exists, surrounding everything, filling the spaces, holding the quiet. There is no moon tonight, no stars visible through whatever clouds cover the sky. Just darkness, deep and complete. The kind of darkness that feels like a presence, not threatening, not cold, just there, surrounding everything, holding everything in its soft embrace. And in this darkness, the village continues to sleep. The people continue to breathe. The fields continue to grow. So slowly it cannot be seen, cannot be measured, but happening nonetheless. Cell by cell, breath by breath, moment by moment. Time passes, not quickly, not slowly, just steadily, inevitably, the way time always passes, whether noticed or not, whether measured or not, whether anything happens or not. The night is beginning to thin, perhaps, not in any way that can be seen or felt. The darkness is still complete. The quiet is still deep. But somewhere, far to the east, beyond the fields and the forests and the hills, the world is turning. The earth is spinning slowly in its endless circle. And dawn, though still hours away, is coming, as it always comes, as it always will come. But for now, there is only night, only darkness, only the deep, settled quiet of the hours after midnight. The village does not know about dawn. The sleeping people do not think about morning. They simply sleep, lost in their rest, far from waking, far from the day that will come. And that is good. That is right. That is exactly as it should be. Sleep is a gift. Rest is a blessing. This quiet darkness, this gentle stillness, this deep peace, these are the things that allow the body to heal, the mind to settle, the spirit to rest. In sleep, there are no worries, no fears, no tasks to complete, no problems to solve. There is only this breathing, this resting, this gentle existence in the soft arms of night. The baker will wake in a few hours and begin his work, but for now, he sleeps. The blacksmith will wake and light his forge, but for now, he sleeps. The children will wake and run and play, but for now, they sleep. The old man will wake to another quiet day, but for now, he sleeps. Everyone will wake eventually. The night will end, the darkness will fade, the sun will rise and bring light and warmth and the sounds of day. But that is later. That is not now. Now there's only this darkness, this stillness, this sleep. The fountain sits motionless in the square. The well is covered and quiet. The tree stands silent in the place where the streets meet. The fields stretch out into darkness, growing slowly, resting peacefully. And all through the village, in every house, in every bed, people sleep on, breathing slowly, resting deeply, held safely in the gentle arms of night. Everything is still. Everything is quiet. Everything is at peace. The village after midnight, dark and silent and sleeping, wrapped in stillness, surrounded by quiet, held in the soft embrace of the deep, peaceful night. And so it continues. The breathing, the sleeping, the gentle, endless quiet. On and on, soft and slow and peaceful, until sleep takes over completely, until there's nothing left but rest, nothing left but darkness, nothing left but the deep, gentle quiet of the night. Sleep comes softly. Sleep stays gently. Sleep holds everything in its arms. And the village sleeps on and on and on. In the darkness, in the stillness, in the deep, peaceful quiet of the night after midnight. Everything as it should be. Everything in its place. Everything resting. Everything at peace. Soft and slow and gentle. Quiet and still and dark. Breathing slowly. Sleeping deeply. Resting completely. The village after midnight. Sleeping. Always sleeping. Forever sleeping. In the gentle, endless night.